The room was silent, but the tension was deafening. 3 people sat around a large wooden table, the kind that had seen countless heated debates, betrayals, and whispered truths. Each of them had a story, and each had scars to prove it. They weren't here for a casual conversation. They were here to peel back the mask of power, to expose a figure who had dominated headlines for years, not with kindness or vision, but with intimidation and unchecked arrogance. This was the story of the bully no one dared to confront until now. Anthony Scaramucci leaned forward, his hands clasped tightly, eyes burning with intensity. He knew this bully better than most. He had served close to him, defended him, even admired him once. But the admiration turned to betrayal, and betrayal into anger. Scaramucci's words cut through the stillness. I've been in the room when the charm fades, when the mask drops. He thrives on fear, on making people feel small. That's his weapon. Across the table, Russ Buettner nodded, his notebook filled with years of investigative work. He had seen the numbers, the tax records, the shady deals. But what shook him more than the paper trail was the human wreckage left behind, the people silenced, the reputations destroyed, the lives upended. Every story we uncovered, Russ said softly, wasn't just about money or politics. It was about someone's dignity stolen. He bulldozes through people's lives and calls it winning. Susanne Craig sat quietly at first, her sharp eyes taking in every detail. She had been in the trenches of journalism long enough to recognize patterns of abuse, the way power twists truth and crushes dissent. Finally, she spoke, her voice steady but heavy with the weight of memory. The hardest part isn't exposing him. It's watching how people excuse it. They laugh when he mocks, they cheer when he humiliates. And in that laughter, he grows stronger. It's not just about him, it's about us, what we tolerate. The 3 of them knew this was bigger than politics or headlines. This was about human nature, about how unchecked power can create a culture of cruelty. The bully at the center of their discussion wasn't just a man in a suit, sitting in golden towers or behind podiums. He was the embodiment of what happens when fear replaces accountability, when silence allows arrogance to thrive. Scaramucci's story was deeply personal. He recounted the moment when loyalty was weaponized against him, when the man he once defended turned on him with ruthless efficiency. It wasn't about policy, Scaramucci admitted. It was about humiliation, about reminding everyone who's in charge. That's the bully's playbook: keep people afraid, keep them off balance. Russ and Susanne countered with stories of people far outside the spotlight: workers, neighbors, small-time business owners whose lives were crushed in battles they never asked for. A contractor unpaid. A widow evicted. A journalist smeared. Each story added to the mosaic of 𝗓𝗄.